What is up, gamers? The Red Dragon here, and we are covering the top stories on VGM. So there was an article posted up the other day on Eurogamer. They have a section or a series where they allow developers to come in and tell their stories about how it was developing a game for different systems. They recently invited a developer on to share their experience when it comes to developing a game for the Nintendo Wii U. They developed a game, their company did, and if you go through that article, there is a lot of problems that they experienced with the Nintendo Wii U. They talk about how it's a lot less powerful than the PlayStation 4 or the Xbox One. They talk about all kinds of different things and problems that they had to encounter. But there was one thing that kind of stuck out to me that was really just mind-blowing if this is absolutely true. So, of course, we talk about online multiplayer a lot. I'm a big multiplayer gamer. As far as online multiplayer goes, we talk about Steam, we talk about Xbox Live, we talk about PlayStation Network. Multiplayer gaming is huge within the gaming industry. And so you would think that if Nintendo is releasing a next generation so-called console, that of course online multiplayer is going to be a huge aspect of that. And it turns out that they were way behind on the game whenever it comes to the online multiplayer. So whenever this dev was going over what they experienced, they were talking to Nintendo, trying to figure out, hey look, how do we do this? How is this going to work with friends, etc.? And they were listing out all these things that PlayStation and Xbox Live do on their console, trying to figure out how the system is going to work on the Nintendo Wii U. And they say basically, at one point, somebody stepped in from Nintendo and said, look, it does you no good to talk about Xbox Live or PlayStation Network because none of our people on the development team are familiar with either one of those systems. Do what? Do what? You have a multi-million-dollar company investing a ton of money into a brand new console, and part of this console is going to have online multiplayer, and you've got two behemoths that are already out, that are your competition, that are on the market, that are doing it right, that people are flooding into and paying money to join up for, and you didn't even bother looking at them? You didn't even want to try to see what they were doing right or what you could improve on? I think this is crazy. And if this is true, if Nintendo really didn't have anybody on their team who even bothered to look at the competition, then definitely some heads should roll and some people should be let go, because that's just completely, it screams incompetence if you ask me. Nintendo also apparently said that coming up with a network of this magnitude was a lot bigger issue than what they originally anticipated. But I mean, my goodness, Xbox Live and PlayStation Network have been out on the market for years and years, and you've had a long time to go through and try to figure this out. And so it is no wonder that the Wii U is lagging behind in almost every category, when it comes to hardware, when it comes to games, and when it comes to online capability. And I understand trying to do your own thing, trying to walk down your own road, but whenever the competition is blowing you out of the water when they're consoles, maybe it's time to take a look around and see what everybody else is doing right. So you can't survive on first-party games alone, and basically that's what Nintendo has going for it. They say, look, we don't have a strong console, look, we don't have strong multiplayer, but what we do is we can recreate old games and just live off that for a while. And that's basically what they're doing. And is that going to work? Well, apparently with a Nintendo Wii U, it isn't. As always, links down in the description box if you want to read more about this story. Post your comments below. Let me know. Do you think that it's absurd and crazy that Nintendo didn't even bother looking at PlayStation or Xbox Live as a reference for their online capabilities? Stay tuned right here to this channel for your latest news and information. Also, check out the links in the description box for my Facebook, Twitter, all that other good stuff. That does it for me, The Red Dragon. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.